Empress Zewditu was the first female monarch of Ethiopia to officially bear the title of Empress Regnant Queen of Kings. She ruled from 1916 until her death in 1930 and was the only woman to reign in Ethiopia during the modern era. Her reign was marked by a complex balance of traditionalism and reform, as she sought to preserve Ethiopia's Christian and cultural heritage while navigating the challenges of modernization and political change. Early life baptized as Askala Mariam, Askal of Mary, a type of flower, but using the given name Zewditu, the future empress was the second daughter of the Negus, or king, Menelik of Shewa, the future emperor Menelik II. Zewditu is an Amharic word meaning she is the crown, though it sometimes appears erroneously anglicized as Judith, with which it is not cognate. Her mother, Weziro, Lady Abechi, was a noblewoman of Wollo and a brief companion of Menelik II. Her mother separated from Menelik when Zewditu was very young, and the future empress was raised by her father and his consort Bafana. Negus Menelik later married Taitu Betul, but had no children by this wife. Menelik had 3 acknowledged children: Zewditu herself, a son, Asfa Wasan, who died before adulthood, and another daughter, Shewa Rega, the mother of Lij Iyasu, Menelik's eventual heir. However, the emperor remained closest to Zewditu, who also had good relations with her stepmother, the Empress Taitu, and was part of her father's household for most of her life. In 1886, citation needed, the 10-year-old Zewditu was married to Ras Araya Selassie Johannes, son and heir of Emperor Johannes IV. The marriage was political, having been arranged when Menelik agreed to submit to Johannes's rule. Johannes and Menelik eventually fell into conflict again, however, with Menelik launching a rebellion against Johannes's rule. Zewditu's marriage was childless, since she was very young during her marriage, although her husband had fathered a son by another woman. When Araya Selassie died in 1888, she left Mekelle and returned to her father's court in Shewa. Despite the hostility between Menelik and Johannes, Zewditu managed throughout the conflict to maintain good relations with both. In a sign of his high regard and affection for his daughter-in-law, Emperor Johannes IV sent Zewditu back to Shewa with a large gift of valuable cattle, at a time when relations between him and her father were at a particularly low point. Zewditu had 2 further marriages, both brief, before marrying Ras Gugsawel. Gugsawel was the nephew of the Empress Taitu, Zewditu's stepmother. Zewditu had already been on good terms with Taitu, but the direct tie between the two helped cement the relationship. Unlike her prior marriages, Zewditu's marriage to Gugsawel is thought to have been happy. Zewditu's reign was a delicate balance of maintaining Ethiopia's conservative traditions while accommodating the growing call for modernization. She was a devout Christian and promoted the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, often emphasizing her role as a defender of the faith. Her court was conservative, and she resisted some of the progressive reforms introduced by Tafari Makonnen, including efforts to modernize the military and government. Despite these tensions, her reign saw significant developments. Ethiopia maintained its sovereignty during a period when much of Africa was under colonial rule. Tafari Makonnen's reforms laid the groundwork for modernization, including improved education, infrastructure, and foreign diplomacy. Zewditu faced considerable challenges during her reign, including internal rebellions and political rivalries. She struggled to assert her authority over Tafari, whose influence grew steadily. Her traditionalist policies often clashed with the reformist aspirations of younger nobles and foreign-educated elites. Death and legacy Empress Zewditu died in 1930 under mysterious circumstances, with some accounts suggesting she succumbed to natural causes, while others speculate foul play linked to the political rivalry with Tafari. Shortly after her death, Tafari Makonnen was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie I, ushering in a new era for Ethiopia. Zewditu's legacy is complex. While she is often overshadowed by her successor, She is remembered as a devout and resilient leader who held Ethiopia together during a tumultuous time. Her reign symbolizes the struggle between tradition and modernity, a theme that continues to resonate in Ethiopian history.